Get it started. Get it ready. Get it ready. Get it ready. Yeah. Check this out.
She belongs to the streets.
All right, you ready?
Yo.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back, man. Absolute Sure Podcast. It's your boy D Friend.
Boy, B Neil.
I think we're at episode number 95, right? It's either 94 or 95. But we're back. We had a couple things to talk about going on in the world. We missed a week, but you know, as us, it's better late than never. So we're here. Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe all the platforms. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. Look us up on YouTube as well. You can watch the full video on YouTube. That's it, right? And Instagram. Unsure Pod on Instagram. AB Unsure Pod on Instagram. Check that out as well. Let's get to the good things. We got good things. Anything good happened to you recently?
My birthday passed, I believe, but we ain't had a party.
Yeah, I don't think we recorded since the birthday.
That's when my birthday came up. We had fun.
Yeah, more life.
27 now, you know what I'm talking about. 27, big 9. But besides that, man, shit. I made 4 months in training, going on 5 months. I'm finishing up on 4 months, about to start 5 months on the managing stuff. So after 6, I'll be up for some salary money. So
I was about to say, damn, how long y'all got to train?
Yes, it's 6 months and then you up for salary because it's technically like an intern kind of like position little thing. It's called CSL, Certified Leadership Program. So it's a 6-month program, but you're not guaranteed to get into like the salary position right after 6 months. But that's when your availability starts. Now you gotta wait on openings and stuff like that and fits.
So would you have to move somewhere else?
Most likely.
It's gonna be in Houston, or they don't even tell you. They're just like, hey,
it's gonna be in Houston because it's like the DO. He got like 5 or 6 stores in Houston, all kind of like the northwest area.
Oh, okay.
So probably gonna be in one of those stores.
I was like, all right, Bryce, we shipping you up to. I don't know if there's anywhere else but Houston, but about to ship you up to Nacogdoches.
Them all nationwide.
Oh, for real? Hey, shows how much I know. I don't know shit. I thought they was just in Texas or just around our area.
Chili's everywhere.
Oh.
That's what you never watched The Office?
Never seen it.
That's why they always go for like they business meetings and shit. I just find it hilarious because you still like they got the same setup and shit.
I have never seen The Office. I mean, people say it's a good show, but I never checked it out.
I can understand you not watching it, but I just started watching it like the last 3 or 4 years. So way after that it was done airing. So it wasn't like I was hip when they first came out.
But I mean, for me, just life's going good. The both babies doing good. Can't really complain. Life's doing what life does.
Did you even like tell?
Yeah, I announced it. I said it on the podcast.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like I guess like 2 episodes ago. I think. Got the gender reveal coming up, so then we'll find out the gender, and then this shit really get moving and shaking once we figure that out.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. We got a couple of topics that we can get into that we can talk about. Honestly, when this happened, I wanted to ask you guys about it just because y'all are working people, and I know y'all haven't gotten the shot. Well, I think y'all have. I don't know. I'm assuming y'all haven't got it. So when you seen Joe Biden say he's going to start telling businesses, you work at a business with over 100 people that work there. They either got to get the shot or they got to get tested every day. What was your first did they have a conversation with y'all about that, or they said nothing to y'all about it?
No. You say get tested every day? Like what is that?
Every week. You get tested once a week.
In the nose?
Yeah, I mean it's either the nose or the ass, right? And then you get tested nose or the ass. That's the story I read. They was doing that in China. I don't know if that's true, but they said they was doing it in the ass in China.
Agent Dr. Faggot.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta get him in the butt.
They said that's a better way to test. I don't know that maybe that's just a meme that was going around. I ain't gonna say I believe it, but that's what they was saying.
Nah, that's some funny shit. I thought was the reason I asked was the thermometer or
well that's for babies though.
But that's what Jobs was doing when COVID first started. They did your thermometer every day. I mean, you test your temperature every day, so I'm like, if that's what they mean, then I don't care.
Well, no, they're talking about like the nose, like you got to get like extra, like a negative test every week.
I mean,
I don't know. This is how I looked at it. I was like that sound good, like, but then you got to get to, okay, who's going to pay for the test every week?
I was just about to ask that. That was my first one. I got to pay for that shit every week?
Because that's my thing. It's either you going to pay for it or the job going to pay for it. And a business owner ain't going to really want to have to pay for that shit every week. So it's going to come out of somebody's check. So I just wonder how that, because like they say, oh, it's not a mandate because, you still got the option to just get tested. But as a business, when do they be like, you know what? Can we find a reason to fire this? Like, just find any reason to let him go. Because I'd rather just have somebody who's here that's vaccinated. I ain't got to worry about shit. And if they miss a test, say you're supposed to get tested every week. Say they lose your test, they could be fined $14,000. It's like, the hassle. I can understand a business like doing what they got to do. And I said too, I was like, it'll get to a point where it's like, if there's two candidates, right? One's vaccinated, one's not vaccinated. They're just going to take the person's vaccinated because there's less shit they got to worry about, less shit they got to deal with. I don't know. It's
tough. It's a tough cookie. I know I ain't getting vaccinated. Fuck that job. I'm sorry, bro. I don't think I could do that shit, bro. I don't think I could do that shit. I make a nice living. If they told me to get it or not, give me the shot right here, big dog. That's tough, bro.
Hit me with it right here. I'm not losing this damn job. Hit me right. Give me all three of them motherfuckers. Give me the Pfizer, Moderna, and the goddamn Johnson Johnson. I'll take all three of them motherfuckers.
I'm trying to alter the method. I'm gonna try to do something different. I'm gonna go the rebellious route. Maybe I try to stick with the job, but look, that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna give up my cards now. I can't get it on video.
They be like, hey, we know. Hey, so
you already said he was gonna do
it. I'm letting them know if they eventually make it mandatory, I ain't losing by this damn job. I tell you right now, I'll say, hey, fuck it, shot me up. I eat McDonald's and shit. I'll be all right. I'll figure it out. Shit, give me that motherfucker right here.
Oh, I could do it. Get over shit.
If you had a job that was pay you, and I'm not saying I get paid $250,000 a year, but if you had a job that's getting paid $250,000 a year, and you got this job just off like, no, you didn't really got the experience, the credentials, the whatever, and you knew like I would probably never find a $250,000 job like this if I have to leave this job, you would be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it.
It's tough, bro. I think about it. I had to sleep on it. That's tough. My initial answer is no. Like, bro, that's nigga. You could die. I'm not fucking with this shit, bro. I'm not fucking with this shit, dog, at all. At all. And then you give my conspiracy theory mind, nigga. They already know who to give certain shit to. Everybody ain't getting the same shot. It be just my look. They trying to take out my DNA, my family's tree. I ain't fuck with that. Yeah, I already feel about my no. I'm not letting them do that. Like, I don't be like taking Advil. The fuck, like a vaccine? Oh nah, hell nah, bro. I ain't seen people like What's crazy is I haven't seen people in my family have like, or in my immediate circle have any like symptoms from like COVID bad. I haven't seen it. Like,
yeah.
So if when they gotta go to the hospital, like maybe they had flu symptoms, like, in a sense, like they were sick for 2 weeks. Like we've had that before. But I have seen a few people be affected by the shots and vaccines.
That you know?
Yeah.
What happened to them?
Stroke.
How do they correlate it to that? Like, how do they?
Less than a week after the shot. I mean, first stroke ever. Less than a week after the shot. That's kind of.
And they never had no health problems before that.
I mean, I'm sure they did, like, but never had a stroke. And then the vaccine plus health problems that they previously had, because they even say ask your doctor before taking these things.
Yeah, I mean that's how I look at anything. Like, when you look at, because I feel like with the vaccine, it's like, I think it will have some adverse effects on certain people. Like, they could try to act like it won't, but there's no medicine out there that doesn't affect some people a different way, right? Because when you see these commercials, if you got if you got whatever, then it's at the end of the commercial. It looks all nice in the commercial. They run around, flying, doing whatever, flying a kite with their kid. And at the end it said, side effects couldn't cause blindness, death, this, that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is affecting some people in a, I wouldn't discount it. Like, I'm not going to be like people like, no, there's nothing wrong. Nobody's ever been affected. It's like, I don't believe that. Because everybody's body. Oh, look who's calling. Hello? What's up? We live.
My nigga, just late.
All right.
He said, invite him.
Yeah, he about to join. So that's Rob. He's here, or he's about to be here. Now I'll get his take on it. Maybe let's see what Rob got to say.
Ask him the same question if he had that job.
I'm going to ask him.
But yeah, I'm not trying to take the lottery of the sickness. Like,
the DNA lottery.
Yeah. And then how I actually feel about COVID, I don't really speak on it because, I mean, it's just my opinion and how I view things. But obviously, I don't trust anything media say and government push on us. So, including this, because I have my reasons. But no, I'm not. My internal self and what I know, I'm not fucking with it, bro. I'm not fucking with it. Like, even with just sickness and flus and things in general, I believe our body is stronger than them. So why they push a vaccine versus other healthier methods and just building your immunity? Like, I'm not fucking with this shit, bro. I'm not, like, they version of doctoring, they version of science and pharmaceutical industry. I'm not fucking with it, bro. Never have, never will.
It just, like, I just see shit shift. Like, people, like, their ideas of things like shift and sway. It's like, especially when people make things political. Because I remember I was just thinking about the vaccine. I was like, how really right now, like, we gonna talk about the Nicki Minaj thing, what she said, like, once Rob get on. But, like, before, when Trump was president, y'all side was kind of against it. Y'all was like, should we trust it? But then y'all win, and now y'all all for it. Now, that's not me saying something's wrong with it or not. I'm just saying, like, how the media they just mush everything into this agenda based. I don't know. I just like,
if you literally have clips of them saying like, "Oh, this shit we shouldn't trust it." Trump just trying to force it on us. All this blah 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 blah. Then once Biden in, they completely for everything. Like, and they like, we have video footage. We're in this era where that shit just don't get.
It don't go away.
Don't get lost in translation. Like, niggas are pulling that shit back up. So it's like, nah, it's no way I'm listening to what media have to say at all on this shit, because everything is politicized and capitalized on. So fuck that shit. But I will say this: even with cancer, I've thought about this shit. I think I would more likely take the Bob Marley effect or approach, and I'm not fucking with the chemo shit. I think that personally, I don't know if I actually got it how I feel. But I've thought about that and contemplated that shit. That's how serious I wouldn't fuck with this shit. Like, I just haven't or wouldn't. But I don't know. Like I said, if I got to that situation and actually looking at my life and consider it then, that's a different story. But now that's how I even think about the medical industry. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, like I be having my little, oh shit, hold on. Why my shit look like that? Damn, my shit, hold on.
Rob in the building.
It's a little funky now, huh? All right, Rob in the building. Rob's here. If you've been listening to the podcast, we've been here, so now Rob's here. I got a question for you, Rob. So we was talking about, because I wanted to ask you when it first happened, but we didn't do a show. You seen the Biden, like, the mandate vaccine shit? Like, businesses with over 100 employees, they either had to be vaccinated or they got to take a test weekly.
Yeah.
If you, what would your stance be? Would you take the vaccine? Before I ask the follow-up question. Am I frozen? Or is Rob frozen?
Rob frozen.
Oh, I'm about to say I was thinking, I thought it was Bryce frozen.
At this point, I don't know about the testing twice a week though.
You gotta say it again. You was frozen.
Oh. Nah, I wouldn't take it. I still no need to take it. I don't know about getting tested twice a week though. That's a bit much.
Yeah. So, okay, this is a question I asked Bryce. Okay, so say you had a job where you was getting paid $250,000 a year. You got this job because you knew somebody. You know, if you lost this job, you probably couldn't find a job of that level again. Would you take it then?
Yeah, I'll take it. Depending on.
I said, let me tell you what I said. I said, give me all three of them motherfuckers. Give me the Johnson, the Moderna, and the goddamn Pfizer. I mean, fuck, we gotta, fuck it.
I said, damn, I wouldn't want to, but shit, you know what I'm saying? Gotta keep the job locked down if you ain't got nothing else going on.
Man, I ain't been saving.
But you think about it, you making $250,000, shit. And it's like if you don't have that job, you got to go back to kind of like the little manual labor type shit because you kind of got that job only because
it ain't a resume builder. How long?
No, you've only been working here for 6 months. You ain't got no degree. You ain't got shit. You barely started working there.
Oh, so you ain't even made $250,000.
Let's just say Blake's dad gave you the money, or he gave you the $250,000 job because you know you, with no experience, no degree, you just started working there. He said, "Hey, they're making us do this vaccine shit. You know, we all got to get it."
That's so weak.
Now that's not what they're saying, but like I said, eventually I feel like as a business, they'll start weighing the pros and cons. Especially, you got to think about shit like when businesses get slow and they got to lay people off. If I got these people that ain't got it and I got to get them tested every week and make sure they shit correct so I can send it to the government and this, they just a hassle. Like I don't want to deal with the hassle. I just keep the people I ain't got to worry about. They got their card already. They got their 2 shots and they just go to work every day, whatever. That's what I feel like it'll eventually go down to. Eventually. Maybe not now, but
I'm in a similar position. I ain't had no other previous management position. I mean, at my age, you can get into management roles, but
yeah,
it's not gonna be as easy if you got like 2 or 3 years already experience. So I'll be getting more money than I made before. So I'll be in that fucking position. They just want me, 200,000. But
yeah,
it makes my blood boil. Like it really does. Like it's a disgusting thought because they literally putting us in like, do you want to keep surviving at the level you on, or you want to take the risk and shit? I might become the best DoorDash of all time, nigga.
I'll be out there in the streets from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. Shit, I'll be there all day.
Fuck it.
I know they making bread right now. I think so. I would assume that people ordering shit all day.
Yeah, it's a good little.
If we go back to a
market right now.
What you say, Aurora?
Not saying DoorDashing is a good market right now.
Yeah, they was definitely making money when shit shut down. So if it shut back down, oh yeah, it's gonna be busting.
I feel like it's even like, cause now you just gotta like they just whenever I order DoorDash, they just drop that bitch off, take a picture, and they ain't gotta wait for you to come open the door. They just dip it, they gone. On to the next damn stop.
I was making $15 an hour plus, so I was technically making more doing DoorDash than what I'm doing now. But the long term benefits is not like they don't give health, they don't give 401k, they don't give like the next bonus or the salary that I get. They not gonna be touching that. Like I really have to be working.
I think DoorDash is a great thing just because like if you have a car and you do get fired, you have a way to make some kind of income. It's like
facts.
I can at least go. Like I might not make as much as I was making, but I have the opportunity to at least bring some money back to the damn house and not just be sitting here not doing shit.
Man, I'll be working that in another job. I'll be okay, bro. I want luxury, but
$1 million a year.
That's tough.
Name your price.
I got $1 million a year. I'm gonna figure out how to get the most official documentation. My lawyer's gonna have some shit. I'm gonna have some shit. If I'm getting $1 million a year,
you ain't made it yet. Bill just offered it to you, but the vaccine is a part of the requirement. Guaranteed $1 million a year. Hey, 5 weeks vacation.
If it's meant for me, I get it in the future. So I ain't worried about it. I ain't stressing it. If I was able to get $1 million offer now, I can get it again. Cause Bill ain't just gonna get. I ain't just about to get $1 million offer. and I can't get 500K somewhere.
Nah, this all hypothetical. Bill, the only person you know. He the only person on earth offered the job.
Well, I'm
Ain't
good.
nobody else
who you
offering.
know.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm not taking that shit.
I think you say that, but when you see that $1 million check sitting in front of you, kind of like,
I'm okay, bro.
or like, better is like, hey, we about to wire this direct to you right now, direct. You about to have $1 million in cash right now just to get that shot one time.
I'm running off on the plug.
No, they gonna give you the shot before they send the money.
I'm good. I don't fucking with it, bro.
I don't believe you.
I know. I believe in myself. I was gonna get $1 million anyways. If you were gonna give it to me, I was gonna find it a way anyways. Nigga, I ain't tripping. However it may come, I'm gonna get to it. So I ain't worried about that. I ain't stressing it. I believe in myself, bro. Fuck all that shit, bro. I ain't gotta. I ain't saying they're selling out because some people, bro, fully believe in that shit. But and how I believe on it, that'd be like that's the best version of selling out. Bro, you giving up your body, your temple, and possibly your mind, because you gotta think of the longevity effects of this shit, the metals that's in these things, and how that could lead to early stages of dementia and many other fucking cancers and shit that you can have later on. How this may just really, it ain't got to be a fast term thing, but how this really can knock out the population where niggas ain't living in the 70s. It came down to the 60s or 50s in a sense. And black people, we already had that problem. A lot of black people, our great people die in 50s. So that's already a thing in our community. So yeah, that's why I ain't fucking with that shit, bro. So I really feel like nigga taking that shit for $1 million, like nigga, how long I'm gonna be able to enjoy this shit? It's like, do I have a ticking time bomb in my body? Like, bro, I'm not fucking with that shit, bro.
Well, you get $1 million a year. Not $1 million just once and never again. I'm talking about every year of your life.
It sounds.
He say he don't know how many years he got left.
Hey, fuck it. Live it up. You better live it up for that one with that meal. You better go to every country, do every goddamn thing.
It sounds fun, but I'm happy where I'm at now, bro. If I can get better in life, not even the way I want to, because I know it's going to be some hard shit to do. I don't know, bro. Maybe I got to really talk to my higher self on that one. Maybe I got to really.
I got to speak to the upper room on that one.
So, because then when we really talk about it, alchemy, we're strong, no weapon shall prosper. If I take the shit, I'm strong, my blood just going to eat the shit up, technically. You can look at it that way too. So
they can find it. He finding something.
I have to really like process that because I really do believe that.
They'll be Bryce, you a sellout. Nah, bro, my alchemy ate that. I knew this shit was gonna eat that shit right up. You just gotta believe.
I got the Goku gene. Ain't nothing gonna stop me, nigga. I got many lives inside of this life, nigga. I'm so strong, head ass. Nah,
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Maybe not. That's what I'm questioning. I don't know. Is the body strong enough or is just my spirit? I don't want to get, shit confused. I don't know. But I don't know. $1 million a year, it sounds very good, but also vaccine.
Untaxed. Look, I'm throwing everything on it. No taxes. No taxes.
You get the whole thing.
Rob, you taking it? Rob taking it. He already said 250.
He said 250 he gonna take it.
Fuck it. I hear you.
Man, out there, I'd be able to flip the check, bro. We're gonna be good.
You already got the vaccine. You might as well keep getting $1 million shit.
You know what I'm saying? Might as well change the lives.
Niggas probably call me crazy as hell right now.
Nah, I'm sure there's some people that's probably like, he got morals and whatever the fuck they'll say. He's got whatever the fuck. Yeah, all right, nigga.
It just made me feel suspicious. Like, you gonna offer me this? Plus, I gotta take it, nigga. Hey, you trying to kill me? Like,
no, see, now you thinking too much into it. I just said, Bill got the job for you. That's it.
You know when you make a deal with the devil for some shit and then you realize it was the worst deal ever, even though you still got the talent? That's what that shit sound like. Like, it sound like, hey, bro, like, it seems like that plot. Like,
are y'all watching the new American Horror Story?
Uh-uh.
Damn.
I haven't started watching it.
It's good.
Sure. You checked it out?
It's good. I'm up to date on it. I think the new one come out tonight. Or it's Thursdays. It's good.
Was you gonna say something that correlated to it?
No, because you was talking about the deal with the devil and having the talent. It's like they're kind of taking a narrative on fame. It's like a little black pill. If you eat it, if you actually have some kind of artistic talent, maybe a writer, director, some kind of talent, it'll amplify that. But if you don't have no talent, it'll turn you into like a blood sucking, kind of like a crackhead, like you're just like nobody. But in order for the people who take it and have talent to keep it going, like you take it once and it amplifies. Like, for example, there's a writer, right? He couldn't really write. He could write okay, but he wasn't getting a big shot in Hollywood. He took it. He wrote like 3 scripts in a day. His agent got him a Netflix deal, this, that, right? He went crazy. But then he went to go write again, and he couldn't write shit because once you take the pill, if you don't take it no more, you're done for. But the only way you could take the pill and be good is you got to start drinking blood from humans. So it's like it's a lot about fame, and it plays into the also it's like baby's blood is like what activates it even like on a higher levels. I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So they saying what they do in Hollywood.
It's crazy. It's good though. It's crazy, but
they
it's
just
good.
giving away the keys nowadays out here now. Hey y'all, look what we be doing. That's essentially what you just showed me, and that's what it feels like when you give me those type of situations. Like, hey, we can continue to get taken care of with the job that you know you're comfortable with, and it's like, bro, why are y'all putting this much pressure on me to take this? Like, y'all ain't never cared this much. I ain't never ever seen you act like this before.
Yeah, I was confused about it at first because I was like, they say if you're vaccinated, right, then you really don't got nothing to worry about. You can still get COVID, but the chance of you getting really messed up they say that's not a possibility no more. So I was like, y'all don't really give a fuck about unvaccinated people that much. Like if I was vaccinated and I said if there's 1,000 people in Alabama that don't got it, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care that much. I'm not going to be trying to pressure them. What am I pressuring them to do it for? Then people was trying to tell me, it's because they're overwhelming the hospital system and people who really need to get in there because of other symptoms can't get in. There's people dying outside. I don't know. I looked it up. They just said 77% of hospitals are filled up. 20% of that is because of people with COVID. I'm like, is 20% that major compared to? I mean, I don't know. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Very scary topic.
Who knows? Because I don't know shit.
It sounds very what do you call like what's that one book, George Orwell book?
1984. Is it 1984? Something like that.
Like
1775. I don't fucking know. It's a date. I know it's a year. I don't know what it is. It's just like how I feel about. Have y'all seen them pictures of the people at the border, the Haitian people and the whips? And
I seen that.
It's like shit like that. It's like I don't fucking know what they're supposed to do. I don't know.
What you let them come in or don't?
Like I don't know the laws. I don't know what because like I don't know how that shit work. Like people saying like that's horrible. They're riding horses by people, but it's like if that's their job, they're supposed to just let them come. I don't know what the fuck they're supposed to do. I don't know shit. I'm not an immigration person. I don't know. It looks bad. Like the shit looks bad.
I didn't see the videos of it. What were they doing?
They was on like people's trying to cross the border. Like there's like I guess there's a spot that there's no kind of like barrier, and they're like just trying to ride the horses in front of them. And kind of like they got whips, but they're like it's actually the reins for the horse, but it looks like whips, and they're kind of like just I don't know. They're trying to get people to stay in the river, like don't come to America. But it looks bad when you watch it. But also I don't know what they're supposed to do. So
it look like they hurting them.
I feel like we was this civilized community or nation as we is. You get Coast Guard down there and get them some temporary shelter until y'all figure out a political thing to do.
When I see that, I'm like, when I see something like that, right? It looks like barbaric. Like we got to have border patrol people on horses corralling Haitian immigrants. It's like, why not just fucking better to me than having to do all that shit? But like I said, I don't know. I don't know shit about that. It looks bad though.
Nah, it look real bad.
And
like
also
rounding them up and herding them off.
And also, it's like when you read the details about a lot of the people because people were like, why are they not coming through Florida? Because Haiti's closer to Florida than down to the southern border. But there was like a lot of those people that are coming aren't really. They're from Haiti, but they're not coming from Haiti. They've been living in like Central and South America since there was like a hurricane or something happened in 2010. Then they moved to like Brazil and Central America and whatever because there was jobs there. Like the Olympics came in like 2016. Some other big sporting, I don't know, there was jobs. So they're really coming from like Central America. They're not coming direct from Haiti. And now when they're getting caught here, instead of sending them back to where they was at for the past 10 years down in Central America, they're sending them back to Haiti. And we all know what happened to Haiti. They just had an earthquake. They just had a hurricane. So you're sending them back to somewhere they didn't even originally just come from just now. So I don't know. It's all fucked up. I don't know.
And then if you even, I watched some like Vice immigration stuff where people do that from like India, but they come all the way over. Then they travel up through South America. When they travel through South America, that'd be some treacherous fucking land to go through. Like it ain't no fucking sidewalks and shit. Like these niggas are hiking through the jungle, and this shit takes days. People die, like,
weeks.
A lot of people don't make it. A lot of people turn back. A lot of people die of exhaustion, and then they make it all the way to America just to get sent back to wherever the fuck. Like you just said, that should be wild.
And the thing is, like this is what we was talking about. I don't know if Rob's on here when I was talking about the political shit of it. I'm like, Democrats were so like, oh, you gotta, but now it's like y'all are telling them don't come here either. So why can't y'all just agree on one thing whenever it's whoever's in power? Because Kamala Harris did a speech 3 months ago and she was like, don't come, do not come. It will not, like you're not gonna get in. Just don't come. It's like. But if Trump would have said that, y'all would say he was a racist, xenophobic. Like I don't understand this shit.
I'm so confused on like if we were such a civilized society, like what's so hard about people coming over? China got how many people in their fucking nation and they thriving? Like I don't get why. Like this nation was built on immigration. Why does it stop now when we're more technically advanced than we were back then? We still have fuck tons of land that nobody uses. Like. I just don't like it, the American greatness is such a facade to me. Like, yeah, we got a big military presence, but when it comes to homeless people, the health and the medical shit that we got here, we're in the education, all this shit's so ass. Like, we're inherently built to be workers, and even then that don't make sense because why don't you want more workers that's gonna work for cheap? So nothing like I don't even get nothing with America. Like nothing they do makes sense, honestly. Even if you do have immigrants, that's cheap labor what corporations would want. But I guess that's the American people keeping them out too, because you got to have the American people keep a certain dollar. Because if you have immigrants coming in, you could basically cripple the American people. So I get that in the economical sense. I get that.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear from like conservative people when they talk about for black people. They're like, you know, the illegal immigrants coming in, that's bad for, because I guess they're saying because black people take those like labor jobs mostly. And if immigrants come in and take them for cheaper, then it's gonna cripple them. And it's like I don't fucking know. Let's say I'm not an immigration pilot.
That technically makes sense. So I give them that. But even then, like we should have some systems in place to already like be. Like having that in, like we know we gotta have immigrants in. We shouldn't. The question is, we shouldn't be at so low as where we're at. Those should be jobs that anybody can come take, immigrants or whatever. But we struggling so much. Of course, you can't have immigrants come in because, nigga, they gonna bring us down. But we shouldn't even be worried about that because we should be everybody in the society should be thriving in the sense of like basic needs and shit like that. But obviously, that's a joke. Yeah. Like America, this facade of a great.
All that makes sense. The reason they not letting them over is because we're still in the middle of a pandemic. You know they're not vaccinated. We can't be having the influx of unvaxxed, you know what I'm saying, pouring into the country.
Well, the only reason I say that makes
I mean, that's, I guess.
Even with Obama, they had these same things going on. Like this has always been like a debate with America and letting people in. Like, and we still haven't got the problem fixed. Of course, I feel the pandemic stuff and stuff like that, but
I want to know what's the actual. Oh, my bad.
Put them in a camp, test them, process them. Like it's not stuff that's really that difficult.
That's what I want to. I want to know what's the actual process to become a legal immigrant. Like, what's the process? Like, what do you have to do? What do you have to do? What do you have to take? Like, I don't understand the process.
I think you gotta know. You gotta know a good majority of English. You gotta know random facts about America. It's a bullshit test. It's a bullshit test. It ain't got shit to do. Are you a good human?
No, you gotta assimilate to American. You know, hey, come over here.
But the problem with this is
become a Christian.
Yeah, but the problem with it is America's has always been a melting pot. So the American way is a bunch of different ways of different cultures. So making that it's some bullshit indoctrination because we know y'all that ain't the real truth. Like, let's be real. But I'm just saying, like, it ain't got shit to do with if you're a good person. Are you coming here to work? Like, or like it's a million different reasons. Are you coming now? I could get are you coming in here to sell drugs and all that different shit? You screen people like that, but shit.
But how could you really know until they actually here? You know.
I mean, you come up with systems, bro. You cross this border 3 times. Niggas can come up with systems.
Do you think people who are newly immigrants should have to like? This is a bad like the words I'm about to use. I feel like it's bad, but I'm just saying just to. So they're able to track the process of it, like register, like you'd have to register as, I guess register as anything you have to register as. I was going to use sex offender because I know that's like a registry. They actually have that where you live. They monitor you. I didn't want to really use that example, but you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you want to come in, you have your family. Whenever y'all get to whatever destination y'all are at, we need y'all to register just so whenever we got to, you know, do whatever test, whatever you said they got to do, testing. I don't know what the fuck they got to do. Whatever they got to do, we know where you're at, you know. And then keep it pushing. But I don't know. Like I said, immigration shit is so. I feel like they make it so confusing, so we don't know what the fuck's going on either.
Do these people be having family here already? Like, these are all questions that you should want to know. Yeah. Because that's my biggest thing. Like, what are y'all gonna do when you what are your immediate plans once you get here? Yeah. Like, how do these people? That's my thing. Like, what are it like? Because people get here all the time and figure out ways to make money. Like, that's my thing. Like, that's the crazy part about it. We know Hispanics got their way with standing in like Home Depot and stuff like that, finding work, and they be having connections because it's something they already plugged in. They definitely have family already here. But other people, like, I be wondering, bro, they come in and just start finding places to fit in, bro. So
they find places to work. They find places to live. They just be like.
Yeah, so my thing is like, I guess the only real question is like the economy and then maybe like the crime rates. That's what they always gonna say. Are the crime rates gonna go down or go up in a sense? Children
being smuggled during the journey by the cartels and all kind of shit they say. Which I do believe they do be smuggling people like that. I definitely believe that people getting smuggled and kidnapped and trafficked. I definitely believe that happens. We know we know drugs get trafficked, but do I think that's an overwhelming majority of the people? Most likely not. But it does, I'm sure, happen.
It just proves that we're more fragile as a nation than they may seem. Because if we were so powerful and productive, like we wouldn't be having immigration problems. We'll have that figured out. I feel like if we were so advanced, but we're clearly not. And bringing those type of people in could literally fracture our economy. That's what it feels like. I think that's the biggest problem.
But also, a lot of other countries don't want people in there. Like Russia, whenever that stuff happened in Afghanistan, when they pulled out and everybody's trying to flee, Russia said, "Nope, ain't none of y'all coming here. Stay away."
It makes sense because I mean, you do that to a certain country that don't have the facilities, as you say. Like, they don't have enough jobs. They don't have enough for them people to come here. So you come here, like, we're gonna be basically. You're going to be a child of the government, and we got to basically take care of you in a sense. But, like, America, we're supposed to have all these jobs. We're supposed to be such a booming economy, like, and stuff like that, where that shouldn't be a problem, I would think. But obviously we don't. So
I'm going to read a book on immigration, the history of immigration.
Like most nations can't take on more people because, I mean, shit, the population they got is what, like, they're stable with. Bringing more people out of that you don't have or don't plan for, I think that would.
But also countries like Russia and China, they don't fuck around. They like America. We try to use that as an excuse. Like you hear people say, "Oh, we don't want the fabric of America to change," which is kind of like racist, I guess. But like, I feel like places like Russia and China, we know what type of governments those are. They don't fuck around. You ain't coming here trying to change shit. Don't speak out on the government. We're gonna kill you. We see in China, like, you see all the time these billionaires, they'll say something and then they miss it. We ain't seen them in 5 months, 6. We don't know where the hell they at. So those, like America, I feel like America wishes they were that, but we're built off the illusion of freedom, so they really can't do that. But I think if they had the ability, they would do that shit.
No, they do it. They just do it in a manipulative way. They're not outright. They ain't outright with it. They ain't just gonna say we're a dictatorship, but We're very much so a police state. Like, I don't want to hear it.
Or like a North Korea. Like North Korea, I don't think North Korea let motherfuckers in there.
Yeah, but even like, I think about the propaganda, the American, how the average American think, bro. We ain't no different than most of these other places. Like, you seen how fast everybody get the vaccine and turn on people that don't. We not a liberal free. I shouldn't say liberal because we know that's a whole party now. But we not these understanding people. Like, nigga, the government media know how to make trends and they know how to make the majority follow them. If you don't want to be outside the majority in America, that's just the truth. Like, in the sense of just production or resources and shit like that. When you outside the majority, you be missing out in a sense. That's why rappers fuck with mainstream. Everybody trying to get to mainstream because that's the masses. But in order to get to that, you got to follow a certain narrative, or you can't be outside of certain lines. Like, bro, we.
I was reading a book and it was like talking about how you could create massive change on like a large scale, and I don't even think it's more like I don't even think it's like a majority thing. It was detailing like a theory where it's like if you can get, what were they talking about? If you can get 10% of people to be very loud and out there about something, most day-to-day, like I always say, I feel like most day-to-day people don't really care about all the shit that's going on. They'll just go with it because, like, whatever. They're not really invested in it. So it looks like the majority, but I guess also you could say it's a majority because most of those people aren't speaking out against it. They're kind of just going with the flow.
Who controls the masses controls the power. That's the real curse. So you're right. The people that control the masses is a small group.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the political people we see. It's the richest of the rich. Them motherfuckers. They control corporations, which control the media, which control the people. So it's a whole little fucking layer of shit. But yeah, if people could gain enough power, but the problem is if you gained your little 10% or 20% to speak up to try to control the masses, they have so many outlets to like brainwash the people constantly. They could literally run shit 24/7. They could throw shit during the football games. Like you gonna constantly get their narrative. Like, and we see that everywhere. When COVID happened, you start seeing it in the NFL, how we're taking these measures and we're practicing safety. This is because we care about the nation. We care about the people. Like, they find ways to intertwine their message with other corporations because everybody has to go along with that shit. Like, it's a whatever. But
and then you see regular people do it. Like, if you watch a YouTuber who does like a vlog and they go somewhere, they're like, just a disclaimer, we were wearing masks. It's like, bro, you ain't got. I don't feel like you got to do all that. Like, you're not around me. I don't give a damn.
And the 10% just don't have that same like resources to be able to touch the masses as much. We may can do that one outburst or maybe two outbursts where people can hear us, but eventually, bro, that shit gonna get censored and or they just gonna counter react with their narrative and their ways of using the media. Like, they got so much control over the media, but the thing is with YouTube and stuff like that, that's been kind of helped sway people over time, but I don't think you're gonna ever be able to take the masses away from media unless it's like some crazy shit go on. But I honestly, you kind of been seeing a transition because there's less people watching TV, there's less people doing shit like that. So, but even then, they get on YouTube and still can push that shit too.
Yeah, that's how, and that's how I seen it when it happened with the Nicki Minaj shit, right? Like, Nicki Minaj had said she wasn't going to like that Met Gala because they say you got to be vaccinated to go. She didn't want to get vaccinated. She wanted to do a little bit more research on it, right? So she said that. And then she said that her cousin told her that her friend took it. He was about to get married and his testicles got swollen or something like that. And he became impotent and his girl left him. So that was a story that everybody ran with. But they missed all the other tweets where people was tweeting her, well, I got it, Nikki. And she was like, okay, that's good. You know, that's what you feel like you should do. I respect that. And she also said Drake's vaccinated and I'll probably get vaccinated so I can go on tour. Like, she said all these things, but the media spanned it like she was like some big anti-vax conspiracy theory just because she wasn't just like, go take it. She said, look into it, do some research. Like, she just, do it on your own. But since she didn't just go full on, take it, Don't ask no questions. She got attacked.
Like I said, the media and whoever controls the media show how powerful they are, bro. And we're not that far away from these other countries, bro. We're not. Like they say, demify somebody, they get demonified. You go against their narrative in any slight way, because like you said, she was being holistic in her thoughts on thinking about COVID, even from her responding to people and the things that she said. They ain't hearing that. You said one thing outside of the narrative of the mainstream, and you a mainstream person, demonification. Like that's why I'm like, bro, it's manipulative of how like they say we free and shit like that, but no, you free in a certain standard. Like if you align within our standards, yeah, you free. Fall outside of that, you're gonna have a lot of problems. And that's the truth. That's why so many of our people end up in jail. But whatever. I'm just saying, man, it's we be saying it's a free country and shit, bro, but it's a very thin line. I was laughing. Like media more powerful than like NFL corporations and shit like this. Like niggas can be like, you know how a team might not want to trade somebody, but the media see it's a good agenda to try to get that person traded to a different team. So the media gonna keep talking about this person and maybe this person should be on another team, maybe this to do that, to a point where they pressure to the fans start hearing that shit. It be like, maybe we could trade this person for now, or we could get rid of whatever to build this team. Now the organization feel pressure because of fans. And it's like, nigga, the media can literally do whatever they want by just pushing the narrative. They can literally force people's hands because no NFL media or no corporation have enough like marketing to like overdo the media. So it's like the media can literally do anything it wants. And
if they could just create a good narrative, then if the narrative is good enough,
they can fold your corporation no matter how powerful it is. Like, and that's what's scary. Whoever controls the media really control anything. Like, that's what I started noticing. I'm like, nigga literally can force a team to do some shit, and the team never was even thinking like that. They can start rumors. Because you know, media don't give a fuck about a legitimate source and shit like that. Like, ooh, boy, I seen that shit. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
I seen people starting the whole like, and they'll throw out like little subtle shit. It'd be like 5 trades the Nets can make for Kyrie Irving. Like just little shit like they ain't even thinking of why they want to trade Kyrie Irving for, but they just like throw it out there like 5 trades the Nets can make for Kyrie, and you're like
every morning.
Damn, we could get these 2 shooters instead of Kyrie, and he'll work good with KD and Blake Griffin and James Harden, and it'll work great. Yeah, send his ass to fucking Charlotte. I'll give a damn.
Kyrie do one thing wrong, the fans don't like him because they already got something implanted in their mind of how they could do better. Like, it's like that, bro. It's like these niggas are playing chess with this media shit, bro. And I be seeing it, bro, like skipping them. They had a little debate. I'm like, bro, I don't think the players thinking like that, but you get their fans to start saying shit. Now the players on they timeline, they see that shit constantly, bro. Media is very manipulative, bro.
Even I was watching. What was I watching? What the fuck is that called? Y'all know what No Jumper is, right?
Yeah.
I was watching that shit, and he was talking to his co-host. He was talking to his co-host. He was like, "You're delusional, or no, you should help your people stop being delusional." Like he was like, kind of like berating him, like he was his child or something. And he was just like, "Your people won't get vaccinated." And the black guy was like, you know, the government that did certain shit. And he kind of like, oh, here we go with this. The black people fucking complaining about shit the government did. Like, bro, those like legitimate things that happened back in the day. But I'm like, that was my argument. Like, you don't really give a fuck, because if you really gave a fuck about black people being vaccinated, every artist that come up there that you got to interview, tell them you can't interview me unless you vaccinated. If you really care that much for black people to get vaccinated, tell them you can't come up here unless you vaccinated. But he not gonna do that shit because he really don't give a fuck. But he has to make it. I care so much. You don't give a fuck. And that's how I feel about most people. They really don't give a fuck.
And I think if people take on the points and ideas and make it their own and make it them, like, bro, you don't care that much. You really don't. But through time, you know it's a popular thing, and you know people on your side. When you say that, you feel good because people agree with you and shit like that. But it's like, bro, you just pushing the agenda and don't even know it. Like, a lot of people be doing that, and that's the power of media, bro. And the fact that we so media control, that's why, like, bro, we not too far out, because that's the same thing that all these other people do, all these other places do with how they control their people. like obviously there's more people than government and military. If the people want to throw anybody, they could, but it's the manipulation of we control you. We got all the power. Other people do it with more cutthroat. Like America do more subtly. You'll be an outcast, and you don't want to be that because you want to be famous. You want to be popular.
Yeah.
You want to be loved.
Yeah. Only way to be loved.
You won't be loved if you don't follow these rules.
You can receive all the love you want. That's why I'm like, it's easy. If you really want to become that type of person, bro, look at the trends of America and just play that game, bro. But for me, it's just too hard to do some shit like that.
Well, no, it really go both ways. It's either do that or go super against it, because there's also a market for the against it. But if you want to if you want to be accepted if you want to be seen as a good person, then you'll go with it. Like, because if you go against it, you look at it as a bad, like, oh, he's bad, he's this, he's that.
And there's only so far you can go in that market. It's definitely a market for it, but that's considered the underground conspiracy market, and that'll always be demonified. So it ain't gonna never touch mainstream. That's always gonna touch the rebellions and stuff like that. Which there's a market for it, but that market ain't as lucrative.
Well, depending on what you're talking about. If you're talking about like political type shit, like them conservative people, like, even though they're like, but they making bread. Like talk radio people and TV people, like they making bread. They're just not. They're always demonified, like you said. You're always gonna be vilified. You're always gonna be you want people to die. You don't care about this person, that race, this race. Like, all right, bro,
it's only so high you can go, type shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying don't do it, because it's definitely a market for it. You can definitely be very, very successful in that. So I would definitely say, bro, stand on your own shit. As long as you get your solid fan base, that's all that matters. You ain't got to be loved by everybody. Yeah. But America put that pressure on you, be like, nah, want to be loved by everybody. That's why the materialism industry so like popular and all the other shit. They make you feel like you're not good enough, so you should want more. And then that's when you'll really be accepted, when you have more.
Yeah, that's like, I watched a documentary about the guy who runs LVMH was like Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy. Like, it's all under. I didn't even know that was all under one thing. I thought these was different companies and brands, but they're all under. It's like Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy, and then he also owns like Christian Dior. Like, he owns every goddamn thing pretty much. And because it was like, the thing was like, do you know who this person is who's worth $160 billion? And he's the only fashion person up here with all the tech people. And it's just breaking down his life and how do you make people who are already wealthy spend this super amount of money on this item? You make it seem like it'll up their status more. So like, if you have this Louis Vuitton duffel bag for $5,000, you'll be looked at as more, but you're already rich. But if you don't got the shit, the people really know you're rich. So that's part of like the materialistic thing.
Capitalism.
Yeah.
You have a baby. You about to be married soon, so that may be in the future for you. There's a conversation going on with women receiving gifts for, having labor and stuff like that. I'm not necessarily push gifts. There you go. Even that is returning into capitalism. I think that's always kind of been something that women have used, as far as like that's like a mystique, or that's something that they have to like leverage. But even you see it more like, I give birth, nigga, so I deserve some form of transaction, essentially. Like,
well, it's just I feel like it's just another thing. It's just like it's kind of like creating a holiday where you got to spend money on. It's like Valentine's Day. It's like, I don't know, it's like these things that are made up for consumerism, for capitalism. So I was looking at it as one of those type of things. Like, and it got popular by, like, I would just think rich people's buying their wives like cars and shit like that when they had a baby. So then it like trickled down to regular people. It's like, okay, you got to give me something for having a baby.
I mean, that's kind of essentially what the baby shower is, essentially, but that's just something.
Nah, because the baby shower, that's for the baby. They want to give for themselves.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So yeah, but yeah, I just seen how that even that they try to throw that's form of capitalism.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to capitalize on this that I'm getting or what I'm capable of doing. So, well, I find it funny because always been the baby's been the gift. That's always been the thing, right?
No.
As far as I know, but.
Yeah, that's back when religion was popping. Yeah. That's about capitalism.
But shit,
now.
the men was saying the same thing. Like, I got to put up with this random ass emotions and all this other shit. What my gift said.
See, I ain't gonna go down that route because I know. But
it's not. I ain't had the baby route. But when your girl's sick and you got to do more stuff, I mean, like, bro, you have to step up too. Like, you got to deal with the moodiness and things like that, bro. It ain't all peaches and cream just because we ain't carrying the kid. Like, we got to deal with your pain. We got to help you.
So you want a gift for doing what you're supposed to do?
Exactly. But I was just about to say that. That's something that you're supposed to do, especially if you care about your child and the woman carrying your child. You should want to make sure you're relieving pain and stuff like that. Yeah. But I'm just saying that's not an easy task. Just like obviously helping a kid for nothing.
When you actually see the process of a woman growing a baby and the things they go through on a day-to-day, it's like, okay, I'll do the dishes. I'm glad I ain't got to do that shit right there. Like, I'll do the little extra whatever I got to do.
Everything to keep her calm. And that's the thing. You trying to do everything to keep her as tranquil and calm and peaceful as possible. Because, you know, any little thing could, like, she very, like, tender or what do you call it, vulnerable and a lot of different things going on. So it's easy for them to get set off. Like, obviously. So you trying to do everything. You throwing roses at the feet, damn near, because I'm not saying men shouldn't do that, especially like that's productive to your baby being, you know, more productive. Like your baby, if you yelling and fighting shit, bro, that energy going to your child in the womb. So you don't want all that. So yeah, it's productive, but that ain't easy. Yeah. And if we want to talk about leverage and capitalizing, we got a window, fellas. We got a window and we need to stand on it.
Yeah, I don't think that was gonna work. I don't think that was gonna go off.
We need, what did you call it? They call it push gifts.
Please,
healthy foundation giving gifts.
Yeah.
Healthy home. We had a healthy home. We need healthy home gifts.
Okay. Get K-Ray pregnant. Let her go through pregnancy and see if she gonna give you that healthy home foundation. She gonna say, "Get the fuck out of my face."
What? She gonna buy me something. I'm gonna make sure she be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, all right. She get the fuck out of my face,
nigga. It's like them being hot all the time. They ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Hot and sweating in the car with no AC, nigga.
Where's my gift? Hell no. But that shit funny. Healthy foundation push gift. What thing Rob put in there? I seen something. I forgot what it was.
I think we could do it. That's the problem. D-Friend, we don't have a brotherhood to stand together. These women get a pact. They stand together, and then they force us in the corner because we ain't strong.
We ain't strong. I just don't think.
You're giving up leverage. I think this is a fight that probably would not be won. You know, before you go to battle, you kind of like scrap out your battle plan, and you're like, you know what? Let's not flank around the backside because that's definitely not gonna work. Because then we'll get killed if we go around the flank. So let's not do that. Let's not. No, I'm the general. I'm trying to help you out to navigate the goddamn. You the motherfucker that's just like, what's a movie where they tell them not to do something and they say, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway. And they run out and get killed. I don't know what movie that is, but that's you. Like in 300, they told him, hey, we should protect our flank side. He was like, no, we're good. The 300, all right. They came in the front, came from behind, slaughtered their ass. I try to tell you, we got to protect the backside. Or we got to get to the red, whatever the hell they was talking about in the movie. But yeah. Let's talk about some music, man. So, Rob. Acknowledge our struggle.
You got to give a baby first. You even had the struggle yet.
Gaslighting.
Is J. Cole's album better than CLB and Donda? You put that right, Rob? I don't even because I ain't gonna lie. I've been listening to the off season like at least once a week, and the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, this is a really good project. Like I never said it was bad to begin with, but I was kind of like it was just like whatever. Like all right, it's good because it's J. Cole.
J. Cole don't
like,
drop bad projects.
I don't ever think it was bad, but it just wasn't like I didn't think it was. I don't know how to explain it. But oh my god, this is amazing. But the more I listen to it, which I guess that's how music should typically be, the more you listen to it, it probably gets better. I would say it's better than Donda. I don't know if it's better than CLB, but it's better than Donda. Definitely.
Because CLB was like amazing when you heard like yeah, this is an amazing project.
No, not when I first heard it, but I definitely have listened to that way more, and I fuck with it as I listen to it way more.
I mean, you sat on it now, so is it amazing now?
Yeah, I like it. Songs I didn't used to like.
Nah,
I like.
You ain't say it's amazing. You say yeah, I like it. Is it amazing now?
Oh, well, amazing is like I don't even know what I can't even name you a project within the last 5 years. I think it's like amazing. Like amazing, where I'd be like that's a certified classic. I don't know what's amazing is like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Especially not after 3 weeks. It's amazing. It's better. I can say it's better than something though right now, definitely. But
okay.
I agree too. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's more. I vibe with the album more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my type of music, so it go perfect for me. Even if it was just good, like it's more for me. I like J. Cole music, but it don't sonically move me like Drake music do. So that's more of, I would say, it's not even that it's better. Like I just think J. Cole, I think even from J. Cole and his single, and he was talking about how Kendrick and Drake, like he don't even kind of like he viewed them as like goats. Like they all kind of do stuff different. Like I think we got fucking, what do you call it? Spoiled with them two niggas, because them niggas can make great music and they can make hits. Everybody ain't gonna be in that hit lane. I feel like that's kind of what J. Cole is. He's real. He's organic. Not so much of a hit maker.
Super talented.
And he's not so much of gonna give you melodies type shit. And for me, I like a lot of melodies. Drake does that more than Kendrick or J. Cole. But I think they all kind of do different stuff. And I think we start trying to expect what we expect out of Drake and J. Cole. I mean, out of Kendrick, out of J. Cole. And that's why we kind of like, I kind of like misjudge him. I ain't gonna say we. Yeah. But that ain't even what he bring to the table. So it's kind of like stupid to ask of him of that. So when we ask if the album's better, it's like, nah, Drake shit just made for me in a sense. Like I'm literally, I would say, in his demographic. Versus like I'm obviously in J. Cole demographic, but not as much. So I'm not gonna say it's better. I'm just more biased to like Drake music.
Yeah.
But it's definitely
makes sense.
Definitely better than Donda.
I definitely like J. Cole shit better than Donda.
But like I think like also sometimes I get caught up in like what's it called, recency bias. Because like when I listen to the off season more, and I think about something like, because Drake's like number one. Like it's no flip flopping, interchanging who could be number. It's really much at this point who's the fight for number two. Even when I say shit like, oh, Meek Mill rather than Cole, but like I don't know. The more I listen to Cole, I'm like, I don't know. I just be disrespecting this nigga because like to really with him and Kendrick, it's kind of just like Bryce said, Kendrick got the melodies and shit. But just for their type of music, like I feel like they could be, like they're just like 2A, 2B kind of. Like I could flip them out at any point, depending on what I want to listen to.
But Drake is number one to you based off what? Like your personal opinion and him being like a high selling artist? Just
like what Bryce said, like I just like the vibe, like just the sing. Like if you want to hear the last episode, when me and Bryce was playing the records, like when he's singing, when he's doing his melodies, I just like that shit more. Like I always believe that, because I was gonna bring up the Michael Jackson versus Drake conversation people are having. I just feel, and I think I've said it here a lot. Like I just feel like R&B melody records have more of an impact, emotion, like how you feel than like just straight. It's top of the morning. I pull it. It's like that's good, but like I'm not gonna listen to that shit forever. I don't think so. It's gotta have some kind of melody within it somewhere at some point.
It's just it's something about the soul, I guess, that R&B touches more than anything. So that's I have to agree. But also with Drake, he been more consistent. Then it goes into he makes those hits that everybody loves. That's why I say I can't ask J. Cole today because that's not J. Cole make hits. He make good singles. He make good singles. I ain't gonna say necessarily hits, but that's the thing and we hear that we see Drake more, so it all kind of add to why I would consider Drake number one in a sense. But that's what you expect of a number one person. But even then, it going to who more flashy. Drake more flashy. Kendrick more flashy. Meek Mill music is more flashy. But when you really just tune into J. Cole vibe, it's hard to deny that nigga. Like regardless, like you can't deny that nigga. That's why when you go, like you said, you go listening to it, like I can't say
agree.
it.
I agree with what y'all saying because it's hard. Like, it's an art, so you can't subjectively or objectively, you know what I'm saying, have an opinion on art because it's an art and it's an opinion. But that's kind of what I was asking. But because you know what I'm saying, some people say Kendrick number one. Yeah, so like he's just
the top.
That great of an artist to where
he's the savior of the new school or whatever the fuck he was.
You know what I'm saying? His worldwide sales or international shit like that. Just artistically or creatively, they might feel like Kendrick the greatest right now or leading the generation.
That's the thing too. Is like rap got so blurred because we bring niggas in that can sing. So Drake kind of unfair because when you throw a Kendrick in there, niggas are saying Kendrick the best just off his rapping ability. Obviously, he make good songs and he bring extra stories and Kendrick bring a lot to the table. Don't get it twisted, but niggas are there for Kendrick rapping and they love that shit. So and J. Cole. So when you throw a Drake in there, it's like we talking about overall music, overall sound, overall vibe, throwing rap with melodies. It's like he throwing shit in there that they can't throw in there. So that's why it kind of could be unfair when you say that because you bring the R&B shit in there. It's like Drake is technically an R&B artist too. Like we really want to be honest. He definitely a rapper.
If you listen to J. Cole, he kind of sing a little bit.
Yeah, but it ain't.
Not giving you.
I don't think J. Cole would ever do like a Scorpion. Like he ain't gonna do an all rap then like an all R&B. Like anybody can like do a little crooning maybe like a little, but he not gonna consistently do it like throughout the project.
Like so that's what kind of make it unfair. But Drake, he got the flash, he got the melody, and he got the real rap shit that everybody else got. So that's why it'd be kind of unfair to throw him in there with everybody else because he got something he got something in his bag that everybody else don't got. Like, and then you bring in J. Cole, he lacked that kind of flash versus Kendrick got the flash bars and all the other shit too. So that's why he kind of ended up getting pushed to the third. But
and also for me, a lot of people got like on. I feel like I got on. I don't know what to say. I got on them late, but I didn't get on them. Like when I listened to Drake was whenever I was still in high school. Obviously, it was like 19th grade when I first started listening to Drake. I heard people talking about Cole, Friday Night Lights, but like I say, my favorite album from Cole, my first time I ever listened to a full Cole album was Born Sinner. That was 2013. So I've been listening to Drake already years before them. Kendrick, y'all probably was listening to like Section 80 and shit like that. I wouldn't listen to that. First time I listened to Kendrick was Good Kid, Mad City. I'm not saying it's trash. It's good. I went back and listened. It did kind of sound like I would listen to that shit. But like, y'all was probably more like listening to all that. I was with Drake for the beginning, and we was listening to that shit. We falling asleep to the shit.
Yeah. No, I heard Good Kid, then I went back to listen to Section 80. I was like,
and there's another one before that. It ain't like overly. It was something like overly rated or what the fuck is it called? Yeah.
Yeah, that was mixtape. But yeah.
But like you said, it's all people's opinion. Like you think he's the best, he's trash.
I mean,
he's this.
We all in agreement that it was better than Donda.
Yeah, yeah. But I like Donda. Donda was good. Donda was good still, but it's better than Donda.
But I don't know if it's better than Big Sean album.
I gotta listen to Big Sean shit again. I'm more invested in the off season than I am.
The one he dropped was it 2020 or 2019?
He dropped it this year, didn't he? Detroit 2, right? Detroit 2.
That was this year?
Yeah, it was like at the beginning of the year. I think it was this year. He had the song with Nipsey, the Deep Reverend shit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's better than that one.
Let me see.
But that's the thing too. J. Cole.
Oh no, that came out 2020. I think it was it was September 2020.
See?
September 2020.
Oh damn, I've been throwing that nigga shit in here for a minute. My bad. All right.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought it came out this year because I think I was still listening to it like in January and February. I think that's. Oh yeah, I know why. Because I started working out consistently in January. I was listening to his album. I don't know why. I just liked it. So I guess that's why I feel like it came out this year.
But that's the thing too. Like J. Cole don't do the things. He never tried to do the things that's gonna make him like the number one dude. Because when they talk about becoming the number one dude, you gotta be flashiest. You gotta be shit. You gotta know how to attract more people, and it's a lot of things that do that to be number one. And I feel like J. Cole, with not having features, that kind of adds to it, because adding features you bring in different demographics. Like, so the flashiness, his method in trying to go about stuff, that's why he's not necessarily the number one dude. But when you look at when you say different said and what you said, it's subjective. It's what you look for. Like, what are you looking for a number one dude? But when we talk about the overall like king of the seat, I think it's like a certain requirement, and you got to do features. You gotta have hits. You got to be number one in the charts, because that's like what that you basically trying to take Jay-Z spot, essentially, or be similar to what he had did, because that's been the number one dude in rap, or Lil Wayne.
But that's you see what you're saying in rap, and we already agreed that Drake is not just in rap. So if you base off them qualifications, then I feel like you could make Kendrick and J. Cole, put them in that category, because what y'all literally saying is what y'all like most about Drake is the singing and the melodic side.
No, that's not what I like the most. That's not what I like the most. I like his rapping shit.
No, I like his rapping shit, but if I'm comparing these two people, what does one person have that one person doesn't have? Because they both got the rapping, but he also has the melodic shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even saying the rap, because we both know they both got rapping. Like,
even when he don't sing, he have melodic samples. So it ain't even just about him singing. It's just his approach on music and style alone. He takes a different approach, which gives a different feel, which I think lends to him making more hits, or capable of making more hits, because he got more in his bag. Versus other rappers, they use the beat bop and they don't use some of the deeper samples. Just like how Kanye is big because a lot of his samples, it touch people. Or there's a lot of the shit that he knows how to intertwine from other great songs he not putting his music, which touch people, which leads to making bigger hits. So that's why I try to put, well, not even try. That's why I think Drake is battling with Jay-Z or Wayne for GOAT or greatest of all time. But if you try to put Kendrick in that role or J. Cole in the greatest of all time, it's hard, because they ain't got them hits. Lil Wayne got the hits. Lil Wayne got the status. Lil Wayne got all that. Drake do too. Not many other rappers can even be in that conversation, even how great Kendrick and J. Cole is. That's why I be putting Drake above them niggas, because he in the category with Jay-Z and Lil Wayne.
And I think too, it's like when Cole and Kendrick gone, they gone. Drake is always some way in the conversation, because if it's not his record that's doing something, he on a record that's doing something. Like what Travis Scott had, what's that shit that him and Drake did together?
He holds a present.
Sicko Mode, like Sicko Mode was number one for like 10 weeks. It wasn't Drake's song, but we still was hearing Drake every whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always on a big record in some way, shape, or fashion. If Kendrick ain't dropping music, he not doing features. He's not doing this. And even when Kendrick do features sometimes, it ain't necessarily going to be a hit for a long period of time. Now, if it's just Kendrick's record, maybe, but like, what's the last Kendrick record that was a feature that was like a hit that he was featured on?
Love with Rihanna. Oh, that he was featured on.
That he was featured on. Not his record with a feature that he was featured on.
Thinking about the outside, inside, cocaine white, like it looked like Gentiles. What song was that?
Was that New Freezer?
Yeah, New Freezer. That's the last one. I just remember he was on. That was hard.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the song from Black Panther.
Nah, that's New Freezer. He was on that. That was hard.
That's what I'm saying though. Think y'all talking about shit from like 2018.
That's old though.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Drake at least every year he got something either he's featured on, or even that song he just did with his cousin. It's like, is that still in the top 25? Is that still like a big record?
Is that playing on? Is that making the number one hit? Is that playing on radio? Nah. I don't know. I don't listen to radio, but I don't think so.
Maybe in LA. But respect to the GOATs though. But like you said, we having a conversation about who's just like the top of the top. Like, you do need them you always in the conversation. I feel like it's hard to be gone for like 3 years, and even like when I feel like J. Cole was the best rapper. What year was that? The year he was doing all his features, and every feature was good. I don't remember what year. I don't know if that was 2019, 2018, and he dropped something else.
Like 2019 because he had that feature album with everybody too.
Yeah, like he was going crazy because he was consistently like in the forefront, but like I don't know.
Like even like Lil Wayne when they had that run, bro, you could not hear them on the radio. That was on every song damn near. Every other song they was on. Drake, Hove, when he had his run, he was on Houston songs, he was on everybody, he was in every city on them type of nigga song, like, and it was getting played. Like even with Future, I'm not saying that he's better than J. Cole or Kendrick, but that nigga run might have been better than them niggas. Like, and he's still running. So when we talk about fighting for like just, obviously, I'm not gonna say he number one in rap, but number one spot, Future might deserve it more than them niggas. He may be number two when we think about who's really like the king of rap right now and who really running shit. Because who really took it? You got Drake we talking about their eras and the niggas that's rapping. Who fucking with Future's hits and some of his albums and how consistent he is. And always relevant. Same conversation we said with Drake. And we say that might be the only nigga.
It feel like it sound like blasphemy to say that, but like depending on what context you speaking in, I can see what you're saying.
Obviously, we got the niggas that respect rappity rap niggas, but that ain't all a rap. Let's be real. That's not the only thing that makes a rapper. Future's in that category.
Yeah.
And he may be more deserving than Kendrick and J. Cole. He may truly be number two. And then we put him on our Mount Rushmore?
I think so. I think he was on there. I think I interchanged.
So.
I said it could be the him. I mean, as far if we talk about consistency, then she's not as consistent. But you know, whatever. I was talking about Nicki Minaj, but
he's Ariana.
No, Nicki Minaj.
Oh,
but
only reason that I could put Kendrick and J. Cole above because niggas sometimes you be like Future not rapping really at all. He just he come in with the hook.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. So that's why it'd be disrespectful to say. But when we talk about hits,
if you take away the talent of rapping, and you just talk about people that are in rap music that are making good music, you could put Future in that conversation.
I'm being disrespectful because on his hits,
I feel like that is disrespectful to Future. Future is a rapper. He might not get thought of as rap.
Yeah, he's not rappity rap. But I'm saying
I'm being disrespectful because when you hear his hits, he may not be speaking much on it, but he got a lot of songs where he got some content in that shit. He got bars and some shit that's
Future not crazy to say.
Yeah. Future could watch J. Cole in the verses.
He can watch Kendrick in the verses. Only person he really couldn't watch, he might could watch Drake in the verses if he played
if he played the right shit. Because we did the verses in the car with me, you, Darius, and Najee with Kanye and Drake. Kanye kind of had him. He had him on the ropes a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, it'd be close.
It would be like a 13, like a 13. Like it would be a close, whatever, like 9, 11.
It'd be close. Either way, it'd be close. After I listened to it and knowing like, I think the music era was different back then. Like niggas, like, I don't know, they demographic, like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know how, like, I think we fell in love with songs more, maybe because like we didn't have other songs to listen to. It was only the radio shit. So I don't know.
Like I'm looking at it from the perspective of I feel like a mass of people are watching. Like if I heard like break it, murder, faster, like that's cool, but I won't be like, oh my god, he dropped. But I feel like people would be like, oh my god, he dropped stronger. But like, okay, stronger is good, like, but I don't think it's like the crazy shit.
It got its nostalgia. It's like those songs already got its nostalgia already. That's what I'm really trying to say. So it's like Drake got a battle nostalgia and Kanye.
Yeah, you fighting two demons. Well, not demons. Tough. My bad. Not demons, Kanye.
That's tough. Fighting nostalgia is a tough battle because niggas love it just because it was a certain era in their life. Like,
yeah,
it's tough.
And I don't know if we even talked about it here because I think we did it after the last show. I watched Bryce in the verses that we did on Facebook. Chris Brown versus Drake.
Bitch, I got my Apple Music up now. We can go.
Chris Brown washed Drake. But it was like 15-5. It was like 15-5. 15-5.
Hell no. I say it was like 12-8. I say it was like 12-8, and I was just going off songs on YouTube. Like, let me get my shit together now.
Let you get the This Is Drake playlist going. You just get the.
Just let me go on Apple Music, nigga.
So you wasn't ready.
I was going through recommendeds and shit. I couldn't just go search through the catalog.
I was off the top of the head. I was like, oh, I know this one gonna hit. I wasn't looking up no catalog.
You know all of that nigga songs, and I downloaded a few of them hoes. I was like, damn, that hoe was tough. But nah, even once again, Drake got about the nostalgia with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
He too old. He one nigga that's been doing it way longer than Drake. Way longer. I
feel like the appropriate one for Drake would probably be Future. If we was gonna like, they're both in the same era. They're closely tied together. Drake would probably win. Well, it's like where you gonna do it at? If you do it in Atlanta, I mean, I don't know. Like Drake, it'd be it wouldn't be a wash, and I know that. He wouldn't get washed. He wouldn't get washed. Definitely not. Can y'all hear me?
It'll be tight.
Oh.
It'll be tight.
That'd be one of the hard.
Yeah, I get you.
I mean, that's our era versus, so I'd be tuned the fuck in. Tell you that. That's some good content right there.
Yeah, I'd watch that one. I feel like that'd be better for a Drake than a Kanye, because like you said, nostalgia, this, that. I gotta fucking battle all this shit. Fuck.
You battling 16-year-old Chris Brown, nigga. That nigga was a phenom, nigga.
Man, on the floor. Bryce like, damn, what the fuck am I playing against that? You ain't got shit for that. Nigga try to play Marvin's. He tried to play Marvin's Room. I hit him over the head with, I forgot what it was. Like, boom, here go a hit right here for you. Play something else.
I was right there. I don't give a fuck what he talking about.
I say honest score 14-6.
I say 12-8. I couldn't hear all my stuff when I went back. They blocked all my chances. Every time I went, they blocked my shit. I'm like, God damn.
Oh yeah, I was listening. I was like, damn, I can't hear what what Bryce is playing.
Yeah.
But I forgot what we was talking about. J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole, Kendrick.
I mean, I was gonna want y'all's opinion on it because it was a topic on social media. I think we spoke about it here before. Is Drake now bigger than Michael Jackson?
Who said that?
People on social media that was the question. That was like what was being. I think it was just because off the back of like Drake, like his album dropped the next week, like 9 of the top 10 songs in the country with his songs. He's breaking records. He's doing this. He doing that. I fuck with Drake, but no.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
Huh?
He bigger than Rihanna or Beyonce?
I think he's.
That's a good.
You gotta be bigger than everybody. Michael Jackson was bigger than everybody.
He would have to be bigger than everybody in their primes, right? He'd have to be bigger than Elvis Presley. He'd have to be bigger than the Beatles. He'd have to be bigger than he'd have to be bigger than some like major acts.
I mean, technically.
I think he is. He's musically. If we're gonna put up stats and this, and even stats though, it's like Michael Jackson got an album that sold 30 million. It's like nobody's even close to that.
It's not fair.
But
he might be Michael Jackson in his era, but nah, he not Michael Jackson.
I don't even, even if we say Michael Jackson the era, is he doing this? Like when Michael Jackson died, it was like a global like I don't know,
yeah, I don't know.
He's different. He's different. Like if Drake dies, it's gonna be a big story. But I don't think the world goes stop. We're gonna see people in China crying and doing vigils all over the world. Like I don't think it's gonna be like that.
Drake not big in China.
But it's also that thing that I always say, like, I think like pop music, R&B type music is just like, it gets the feels more out of people than like rap music do.
And then once again,
yeah, it's a little more universal.
Yeah,
it was unfair back then. Everything was one line stream of music or where you coming to get it from. So Michael Jackson was easy to be put out to everybody in a sense. Like everybody gonna get to hear Michael Jackson. Like he's the biggest motherfucker known, and you ain't got too much competition.
That is true. Because if you like, okay, he sold 30 million records. I'm not a music historian, but like when Thriller came out in what, like 80? When did Thriller come out? Like 80 something? Who was the other major acts around that time? Like Prince, like now think about now I'm not a music historian. Somebody else could probably name a bunch of fucking people. Oh, they had Donna Summers, this person, I don't fucking know. But right now we could be like, we just went Drake, Cole, this person, Rihanna, Beyonce. Like it's so many people to choose from. I don't gotta just listen to this one person really, or these 6 people that have been presented to us as the biggest stars of this time.
Yeah,
it's just so many of them.
Yeah, it still be kind of hard to explain how he got so big overseas though.
Just the internet. He's great. I don't know. He's just great. I don't know. Michael Jackson's like another.
This nigga was literally probably like he probably was bigger than Jesus.
Like he was probably like if they did that shit back in the day, like most powerful people in the world. I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Jackson was somewhere on that list. Time's most powerful people or whatever the fuck.
Oh, that's one thing I wanted to say too. So when like you see the crowds of Michael Jackson, like nobody's really ever seen Michael Jackson like that before, because like it ain't as much footage of him either. Nowadays we see our artists all the time, 3-4 times a day. So you ain't gonna get a crowd like that because people feel like they seen Drake before.
Yeah, less mystique.
Yeah, like so I feel like it was a lot of different things going on back in the day to why he would have packed out such a big crowd and things like that. And why people would be outside his hotel. It's like, nigga, I want to get a glimpse of this nigga. I ain't never got a glimpse of this nigga. I heard him. Most people probably just heard him before. Now, a lot of people just had radios during that era too, like when you think about other countries and shit. So, nigga, they heard him, but they ain't never got to see him. So we got to put eyes on this nigga when he here. And then shit, this might be his only time coming here type shit. Like, so I don't know. I'm just thinking
like, for another 3 years if I ain't out there.
I'm just thinking of why the crowds would look so crazy and shit like that. But even then, bro, he still was huge as fuck in other countries. Even then, I don't think Drake's selling like that overseas. Like, nigga, Drake was big. I mean, Michael bigger than Transformers, nigga.
He bigger than Fast and the Furious, Marvel, all that shit. He's like another. Well, okay, he's probably Marvel. He's Marvel of the music industry. When he drop, you know it's gonna go stupid.
Internationally, numbers crazy. Yeah, I don't.
And the thing about Michael Jackson is it isn't one of those like he was really big and then he died. Like he lived out his full prime. You know, like a Tupac, he was big, he died. Even Biggie had one album, he died. So his legend is like, I feel like his legend is bigger than it probably would be if he was still alive today. He lived his whole shit out. He had then Michael Jackson started as a child, and that was the Jackson 5 was a hit. Then he went to, was it Bad? Then Thriller. He's just another level.
I want to maybe make an outlandish statement.
Okay, here we go.
You can take probably your top 15 to 30 celebrities, mash them together, and still not be bigger than Michael Jackson. You can take Kevin Hart, The Rock, Kobe.
Nah, I think okay. No.
Throw Jordan in there. These niggas still ain't bigger than Michael motherfucking Jackson.
Now if you throw them all together, no.
Bro, he that big.
Because you gotta think that
Michael Jordan was a big.
That was like Michael, especially if you said Michael Jordan, big all over the world, China, all that shit. Kobe, big all over the world, China, all that shit. The Rock, superstar. Kevin Hart doing tours, stadium tours all around the world. If I put them 4 people together, they probably equal up to a Michael Jackson. But that's still crazy to say if you say it like that. Like it's like 4 people to be this one person.
I think you could put Drake, Rihanna, Beyonce all together. Throw even Hove in there. They're not. Their fan base, their pool, their power. I don't think so. That we can name, bro. That's in our era.
You talking about? Okay, I'm about to say Elvis, the Beatles.
Bro, I don't think so, bro. Michael Jackson had every fucking race and culture. Every race and culture don't watch sports. Every race and culture don't watch movies. Every fucking body out. This nigga might be bigger than the Bible.
Okay. Okay, now we just saying shit. Now we just talking.
Nigga, Muslims don't fuck with the Bible, nigga.
Okay. But do they know what it is? You talking about
every religion, everybody fuck with Michael Jackson. Nigga. Tell me I'm wrong. Bro, black people ain't fuck with the Beatles. That's a whole demographic you missing. That was white people that was hippies. That's a great demographic, don't get it wrong, to be a number one motherfucking group, but Michael Jackson had Indians, Native Americans, Russians,
Brazilians, Canadians.
This nigga was different. Intercontinental. World champion of the world. I don't think nobody came and did it bigger than this nigga.
So, okay, I'm going to just go off these big acts, right? So, Michael Jackson's highest selling albums of all time, right? Thriller, obviously, number 1, 82, 48 million sold worldwide. After that is AC/DC in 1980. That, you know, AC/DC is like rock and roll. Think about this, right? I said Michael Jackson is 48 million. The next one closest to him is AC/DC with 29. So he almost 20 million more than the person that has the second highest selling of all time. That's crazy.
And that's just one album. Think about the longevity and all the Michael Jackson fan couldn't even afford albums.
Oh, but see the Eagles got 41 million. That's a rock band.
I give it to him, but I'm just talking about the effect Michael Jackson had on the world. The numbers prove it because he was the biggest, but bro, from when he was a kid to when he was about 45, 50, touching the world. Just off singles alone. I remember my Filipino cousin. That's all she used to watch is Michael Jackson videos. Every time I go to the house, she put on Michael Jackson videos. Different.
Nah, Michael Jackson, he that guy. Like if you look at this the top 20 albums of all time, Michael Jackson has 3 of them just in that top. And he's in rock bands, they have like, oh, we love the guitarist, we love the vocalist, we love the drummer. Like it's multiple people that you might be drawn to. Michael Jackson is just Michael Jackson. It's just me, the moonwalk, and my moves, and obviously my voice.
And you can pick a song from every era that you like of Michael Jackson. You can pick multiple songs from every era of Michael Jackson that still hits. You play today, people are still dancing.
Starting with the Jackson 5.
Yep.
That's
ABC. That's them, right? I'm not fucking up.
Nah, you good.
All right, I'm good.
You're on point.
I ain't fucking up. I'm here. But yeah, I think just and then just to throw Drake into some shit like that. Like, don't throw my nigga Drake into that shit. Like, ask about Beyonce or something. Don't fucking ask about Drake, because then y'all get him eviscerated and try to belittle what he did. He's one of the greatest artists ever, I would assume. But when you look at that Mount Rushmore of music all time, would you put Drake in there?
Me?
Being just trying to like take yourself away from being a Drake fan, like looking at the scope of everything.
All music, all genres?
All music, all genres.
Nah,
okay.
He couldn't be. Like, you don't have that white people like that. Like Chris Brown got more white demographic than Drake, I would believe.
Nah, I don't think, not at this point.
Them songs you was playing, those are pop hits. They like black people love them. Don't get it twisted. But them songs could be played in many different places. A white mother, 35-year-old Karen would not be mad you maybe be playing Liquor. You can't play Liquor. But it's some Chris Brown songs you can play that's very, I think, more playable through mainstream. Like Drake ain't as mainstream as Chris Brown, I don't think.
Hell no. Yes, what are you talking about? Hotline Bling, Started from the Bottom, Hold On, We're Going Home. Like, He's the mainstream of mainstream.
Of rap, I believe in the hip hop culture, but I don't think of like when we talk about white people. I don't think white people was just jamming Hotline Bling and hold on, we're going home. Like I don't think too many white people. I don't think the 40-year-old white man is listening to Chris Brown either. Don't get it twisted. But I'm pretty sure they might have heard one of his songs in a store they shop at. Like I don't know. I'm just saying. Like I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think, but no, of course, Drake is not. He's not competing. He's not touching that demographic, and he's not touching other nations and countries and cultures like that. Like he touched cultures that's dealing with rap. You can touch with the New Orleans, Jamaican rap, drill, British shit, things that's involved with rap. But outside of that, R&B, but those are relatives. Like so, nah, he not. Nuh-uh. But it's kind of unfair too. Because there's white people like in many countries, like you can go to Germany, they was probably listening to the Eagles and type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the Beatles and those that's they shit.
Like the Beatles could be played through Europe, through America. So like they got a national bigger demographic. So that's kind of what make it unfair. But Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Rihanna, they pushed through the demographics. So and still
definitely Michael Jackson. That's like right before he died, he was literally had like 5 sold out shows at this big ass London, was it the O2 Arena or some shit he was about to go do? Like at 50 years old, like we still coming out to see you.
DMX touched it. It's certain rappers that even touch the white demographic more than Drake. DMX, I would say.
I don't think Why you say that?
You know, white people love that old school rap shit. Like DMX, I'm trying to think of someone else white people always go to. That's like one of their favorite rappers. Like
Snoop Dogg?
Maybe Snoop. But DMX, you look at some of DMX old tours, even though they may be in at festivals, bro, he had a big white crowd, bro. I don't know. You know those different rappers that be kind of just weird a little bit. MF Doom, I think he probably had bigger white fan base than black. Like I rarely heard people talk about MF Doom. Like, I
mean, it's more white people than black people, so technically, all artists.
Most if you're a big artist, you probably most likely got a lot of white fans. Like you ain't gonna see a person with like Drake. He did what 618,000 first week, 220 the next week. He's supposed to do 160 this week. That ain't just all off of black people. That's a lot of white people that's in that pot that's you're pushing right.
That. Yeah, when I really think about it, you're right. So yeah, I might be wrong with Chris Brown, but I don't know about.
But you're not wrong about him not being bigger than Michael Jackson. I don't know why people brought that up. I don't know why people said that. They bugged.
What would y'all rank him like? Top 20 with all genres?
As far as impact, and I would have to because you can't like we can't put him in musically, but you can't discount somebody like running a time period of music. Like from 2010 or whatever, what do you say, 2009 to now, like to run 12 years of music with any genre, it's kind of like you gotta just off of that, I gotta put you in there. That's how I feel.
Yeah, it's tough because it's hard for me to say that because like, does Adele get in that? Like what? Like I don't know who you at. I don't know who the other genres are bringing to the table. You know what I mean?
Like a Taylor Swift, maybe.
Like, are they making it?
Brad Paisley.
Don't know who that is.
Was it Toby Keith?
I was about to say what?
These are country artists. Tim McGraw. Y'all know who Tim McGraw is? Why? Because this shit with Nelly?
I heard it.
He said, yeah, that's why I know.
He did 2 songs with Nelly.
And then, like, obviously people would throw a lot of rock bands. Now, if you want to do single people or just music in general?
Like, you got to go music in general.
Because then we got all these bands, Kiss, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, the Beatles.
Then you can't leave out the Migos.
They're not in the top. They're not in the top 20. I don't know why the Migos think they're bigger than the Beatles, dog. I don't know why they say that shit. See, people actually let that conversation go more than they would. Like, the Drake versus Michael Jackson, I'm like, that's a better conversation than the Migos and the Beatles. As far as globally impactful in music. Like it's not even a
But they said
question.
that they sell.
That's a crazy conversation either way. Nigga, y'all ain't even bigger than Wu-Tang Clan. Fuck.
I don't
you talking
know.
about?
That could be a conversation. Well, Wu-Tang Clan, that's like a brand, so that's like everywhere. So you can't. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I can't even add that
Bone
conversation.
Thugs and Harmony, nigga. I don't know.
There ain't no conversation.
You don't think they're bigger than both those in
They're
Harmony?
gonna be in your comments if you
Talking
start
shit.
comparing them.
Oh,
Bigger than, UGK. It's a bunch of groups that ain't better than, bro. Like,
no, not better, bigger.
I don't know. I don't know about that one, cause
I think Migos is more I think Migos is more international than the UGK.
I don't think so.
Internationally,
I don't. International Player Club, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, nigga?
you talking?
Nah, I
Nah.
ain't gonna lie to you. Rapper like shit like that, bro. That shit way bigger. Overall, that shit has touched way more people overseas than the Migos. I'm sorry, like no. UGK, even fucking what's the shit Andre 3000 was in?
Okay.
Yeah, these groups are way bigger than the Migos. Stop it.
Not the way bigger is I don't think they're way bigger.
Okay. So what I'm gonna say is what they did in that era,
I don't think they're way bigger.
but it's inflation. It's easier to like pop off and
Because social media.
Yes, they didn't have this era, and how big and consistent they were, and like even they only had 2 albums. Like they didn't have enough money. Like they even making money and being in a group wasn't even lucrative. So them even making more than like so many albums, they didn't get that luxury as groups do now.
I'll give you Outkast.
UGK.
I don't know about UGK though.
UGK. I'm trying to think of another group. Nigga, G Unit. Like
you talking about 50 Cent?
Yeah. Nah, I'm capping with G Unit. Some people.
Nah, G Unit was pretty big though.
No, G Unit was big. G Unit was big. For they had shoes, they had clothes, they were big.
Yeah, I would give Migos maybe like top 10 group, but I don't know.
Top 10 what, rap group or just group all time?
Group all time. Oh, rap group.
Nah, they ain't
like
top 10 group all time. I see rap group.
Rap group. Because it's like, bro, when we talk about they hits, them shit's not gonna just be lasting, bro. Like you can play shit that from all them people I named, bro, and people.
Okay, bet. Fuck it. You naming duos.
Huh?
You were naming duos for the Migos is 3 people. So Migos or the Fugees.
Fugees.
As far as being bigger, I know they make better music. But as far as global fame,
bigger. This music is soulful. Migos music ain't soulful.
I ain't saying what's better.
Migos shit may be
I'm
in the
not
club.
saying what's better. I'm
Migos
saying who's more known.
It may be in the fucking back alley club in some fucking country overseas, but that shit ain't getting played in the radio. That shit not getting beloved by the people overseas. Stop it, bro. Like, no, bro. No. It's a select group of people listening to Migos overseas. Them niggas hits. I take 2 hits from Fugees over any fucking song off of the Migos. Talking about longevity wise. If I was on an island and I had to pick from groups, none of their songs would make it. Even though they got a lot of songs, they got a lot of quantity, but the quality, none of it. And that alone make you not better than them groups. You couldn't produce, even if you out of all them thousands of songs you produced, none of them was better than the quality that these dudes produced. So that alone don't make you better than them.
Well, I don't think they're better. I'm saying bigger.
I think them go hand in hand.
I don't. There's plenty of people that
just because they got the formula, but that ain't really doing nothing when we talk about longevity. And when we really talking about impact, they ain't impacting the world like these other artists did with their music.
I'm about to say, what you mean by big? Like popular big?
Yeah, just big, like just known around, like just known around the world. We're bigger. We're more. I guess you could say impactful. If I ask this person who's gonna know me more than this, like that, I'm saying bigger.
It depends on what generations you're asking.
Yeah.
If you asking generations 50 down, you gonna get those other groups. If you only asking like 20-year-olds and up, I mean under, then yeah, of course you're gonna get Migos. But when we talking about the world, no, bro.
I don't know how you quantify who's bigger out of the groups. I don't know how you do it.
Just bro, those people were global, and the fact that they was able to be global without the social media and shit, trust me, they were bigger. Like that's what I'm
without
just
the internet.
I don't have no numbers to back it. I'm just saying bro, people listening to UGK in other countries. Still to this day. Bro.
See, I can give you Outkast. I just don't know bigger than, I don't know. Global, like, if I was to ask Bun B, like, hey, is UGK a global, like, honestly, do you think y'all are global superstars? Do I think he would tell me? If he was being
like global superstars.
You think Migos are globally known around the world? If I say who are the Migos, you don't think people know who the Migos are?
People know them, yeah, but they're not superstars. They know.
You don't think Migos are superstars?
Not overseas.
I don't know how to agree.
I wouldn't even call them superstars in America. They might be like all stars.
He said all stars.
I don't know about superstars. They all stars. I don't know about superstars now.
I guess, yeah. I gotta see how niggas go on tour. And don't go on a tour with Drake. Go on your own tour, sell out your own stadiums, sell out your own arena. That's how you got it. That's really how you gotta dictate it. Who's selling out stadiums, who's selling out arenas. That's how you know who the superstars are.
Yeah.
Post Malone is a superstar. Ed Sheeran is a superstar.
Yeah. I don't think
Drake superstar, Beyonce superstar, Rihanna superstar. If you ain't, let me put it like this: if you're not selling out stadiums, you're not a superstar.
They're not superstars. They're not superstars. They sell out the arena.
The NRG arena.
They're not selling out the stadium. Selling out the arena. There's a difference.
Yeah, I get like Taylor Swift. She's a superstar. Justin Bieber, I guess there's not a lot of, there's not, if you think about, like, if you put it in that dynamic though, there's not too many rap superstars then.
No, it's not. It's not.
It'd probably only be those three guys we talk. It'd probably only be Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. That's it. That's the only people I can see selling out, like Toyota centers, like shit like that. Like Meek Mill, I don't think you can sell a Toyota center.
Not nationwide.
I don't think Big Sean will sell the. Maybe Meek Mill could sell out something in Philly. I'm sure. Madison Square Garden. I mean, Tyler the Creator sold out Madison Square Garden. Do I think Meek can by itself? I don't know. Maybe.
That's tough to ask one nigga to fill up a stadium.
It's like you got to be that. You got to be that kind of guy. You just gotta. That's where you really got to. That's where. Okay, y'all motherfucking superstars. All right, show me. Line up the stadium tour and go out on tour and show me the people really fuck with you.
Shit gonna be empty like the Trump rallies.
Oh, no, that's a media propaganda shit, right? Like, I'm just finna Trump. No, that's a media propaganda. Those things were filled up.
Uh-oh.
Where my book at? Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, I think that's how you quantify a superstar. Like, let's check out them stadiums. That's interesting. I want to see something like that. Yeah, that's how you.
And then they passed their prime. Yeah. Was the Migos selling out stadiums like in the Baton Rouge days?
Never.
I feel like that was like
they went on. That's when they went on tour. That's when they went on tour with Drake, I think. Right?
Never. Never been in there.
But I don't think But also, to be fair, I don't think UGK could sell out stadiums either. In their prime, like, come on.
That's true. But I'm just
Outkast probably could.
Maybe.
But even Wu-Tang, do you think Wu-Tang was sell? Because maybe in a region, maybe like on that East Coast, but all over the country, probably not.
They sell out MSG.
Yeah, definitely. MSG be sold tomorrow if Wu-Tang did a concert.
No.
No, them New York motherfuckers gonna be out.
But that just show you they closer than you think in categories, because they're not just that big even in this era. Yeah. And then when you talk about the actually quality of music, Pimp C and Bun B alone are legends in rap. That alone makes them global. People will always mention them niggas overseas or over here. So some of the groups I name are like literally statues of rap. Migos.
For the era, they for the era.
For the era,
they
for the culture.
They're the only group. Who the other group in this era? I don't even know.
Oh, you talking about for the era? You talking about? Okay, I see what you're saying. You talking about Migos? I thought you talking about other groups.
You what talking about? Ray Shrimmers? That's the other group.
Yeah, I mean,
City Girls.
And too many other groups. The best thing that we could have got is with Kendrick, Absol, J Rock, Schoolboy all on one album. Then you get Drake, Lil Wayne, like nigga, those people
Young Money
together. The cliques that they were forming and had, if those teams was actually have rap albums and stuff like that, that's when you could say like, oh, these groups are tough.
They got a Young Money album. What you mean?
Boy, stop.
They do.
They got all the Young Money.
Okay, who would y'all take? Who would you take? In prime status, right? I feel like I already know which way y'all gonna go, but let's just see. Actually, I don't know where y'all gonna go. Let's see. Talking about 4 and 4. Absol, Schoolboy Q, J Rock, Kendrick, Drake, Wayne, Nicki, Tyga. Those 4 versus those 4.
Basically, just asked me, can 2 be 4? In my eyes.
Oh, what are you talking about? You can't but you can't even disrespect Tyga as far as making music. Like in his moment that he had. I fuck with Tyga. I don't know.
Yeah, he had a moment. I give him that. He had some hits too. That's tough. It's a different. You get different type of music. You say that. It would be different. It wouldn't be. You get pop hits on one side. You get rap culture on the other side. So it'll be the classes of two different.
Young Money will be more diverse.
Yeah.
They'll be able to make like a different range of sound and music.
When you say shit like that, yep.
I don't even think it's a question. I don't even think it's nothing to think about.
Yeah, I'm taking.
You got to take Wayne, Drake. You can not even a question.
Yeah, you can't. You literally taking 2 of the GOATs. Yeah. 2 GOATs be a superstar and 4 all-stars any day.
So Nicki not an all-star? Because Nicki can sell out stadiums.
She'll be considered an all-star superstar. Damn near. She'll mix up. She'll tweener.
And Tyga's like a what? 6 man. He had a good year one year.
he like a good 6 man. He a good role player. PJ Tucker, like he gonna make plays. He gonna do what he do.
He PJ Tucker, nigga.
Hey, Tucker was a big reason they won a championship.
I was gonna give him a little will, but
I was like, he had like Rack City. He had a couple of big records like in the past 3 years. Like he kind of had a resurgence.
I'm taking PJ Tucker over Lil Will. I take like Draymond and PJ Tucker.
Okay, so who would you say? This is a good question. Who would you say Absol is? If he's PJ Tucker, who would Absol be?
Absol would be like a 3-point specialist or something like that. Like Absol really a bench player. I ain't gonna lie, and that's my nigga. But he ain't got much to contribute to a group. The group dynamic, Absol like give me the ball. He is 6 man. He like give me the ball. He like a Ginobili. Put him in, and it's just him. Like he not gonna really vibe with Absol, bro. He his own character, bro. I don't think he's just gonna be the greatest in the group.
No, they make good songs though. They make good songs together.
They have, but long term, I don't see Absol being that like, oh, he's just the glue. He's just the greatest team player. Like I don't see that. I see like Absol, like I need more bars. I need more catches, coach. Put the rock in my hand. So that's how I see. I see Schoolboy being. You can just dunk it to Schoolboy. He like a post. He like power forward center. So he'll be the. You can just give it to him. He gonna make a move in the post. I give him somebody good like that. I don't know what name, like a Karl Anthony Towns or something like that. J Rock, he like a 3-point shooter. I give him something like that. I don't know. They not really, when you think about it, they're not really fit to be a good group dynamic, honestly. I think good music would maybe be a better group than them.
So who'd you say there?
Kanye, Big Sean, 2 Chainz, that group dynamic, a little bit nastier as far as the range. TD ain't had that range. Oh, you got to throw SZA, though. Can we throw? She a singer, though, so that's kind of unfair.
I mean, you could take who you gonna take out?
J-Rock.
Ab-Soul.
No, I take out Ab before I take out J-Rock. J-Rock got energy and shit he can bring to a track that Ab-Soul just... Ab-Soul's great. He's just not in a group that's just... I don't know. So, yeah, I put SZA in there. To put SZA in there, then you make it a little more interesting.
That open up the range. That open you up. That open you up to a whole another level of shit.
Yeah, open up that range. So, yeah, it'd be tough, but I'm still... I still probably take Good Money over them, and then I take...
Good Money.
What y'all take? Who y'all take? Good Money.
He put Good Music and Young Money in the word. Good. Who y'all got? Good Money? No, I got Young Money.
Good Money.
I got Young Money.
So who you got? Good Music or TDE?
Oh, if I'm just gonna do Good Music versus TDE,
what's the song? Good Music?
Kanye, 2 Chainz. And then you could either throw Pusha T or you could throw
Tiana Taylor.
Oh, I forgot about Tiana Taylor. I go throw it. I go be funny. What's the one nigga name?
You forgot about Travis Scott too.
Oh, he like a producer over there, yo.
If you throw Travis Scott in there, they won.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not close.
Cause when I think of that, what's this Kendrick and SZA song they got? What's it called? All the Black Panther shit.
All of the stars, all the lights, some shit.
If they could just keep making shit,
stars.
if they just keep making shit like that, I might be like, fuck it. TD wins.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think Kanye with all his little bells and whistles, and you got just 2 Chainz and Big Sean. That's enough to hold them over. I think all of them together that's two 30-point scores easy. Kanye might could drop 35 on a good night. He a bet that can pull up any night. And Big Sean, he gonna average at least 20, 25.
You got a lot of faith in Big Sean.
Big Sean better than one. He better than 3 of the 4 people in TDE. What are we talking about?
I don't know. When I hear 2025, I'm just trying to think of another.
Like Schoolboy and Big Sean, they close. I like both of them, like very similar, but Big Sean longevity and hits, nah. Come on now. He battling with Kendrick shit.
I don't think you can give nobody on TDE like a longevity run because
niggas don't really drop.
They release their albums. They'll never. Yeah.
Kendrick and Big Sean, that's a good verse.
You only got like what? 2?
Who?
Kendrick
Album?
and Big Sean? No, I was saying what you say.
I said Kendrick and Big Sean would be a good versus. Niggas sleep on that. Damn, nigga got your shit.
Well, my shit itching like a motherfucker. I got some coke in there or something. But nah. That's all I got, man. I don't know. Y'all got anything else? That's all I got?
I gotta be working an hour.
Fuck that. They gonna try to make you take that shot, boy.
I'm walking out.
But nah, I ain't got nothing else. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. We didn't even talk about this. Episode 100. We told you too, Rob? We told you already?
No, I think it was we don't say it. We said it after we got off.
So we're gonna do the same thing we did with the top 50 for the rap. But I think we're gonna do the R&B one. I think that's gonna be a good. Because when me and Bryce was playing them records, we was like, damn, that top 100 R&B would be something like crazy. So we'll probably, well, not even probably. I think that's what we're gonna do. We just gotta think of the songs. We just gotta think of let's start pumping these hoes out. We're gonna do 20-minute episodes like every day. Fuck it. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? All right, it's episode 100. Let's get to it. Shit. I think that's gonna be fun though.
We really only got 3 more episodes until 100.
But we episode 95.
Huh?
We episode 95.
Episode 96. Then we got 97.
98. 99. So 4 more episodes till we get to 100. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. That's all I got, man. Make sure you're following all the platforms that we got the show going. We'll see y'all guys next time. Y'all want to give y'all little outros?
I ain't got shit. Y'all know where to follow me.
It's a wrap.